Welcome to Lawrence, Kansas, and pay heed all who enter, and beware, these Jayhawks can play a little football too. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Jayhawks will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the offense on first down. Give to the running back. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy I can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks. You don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the steps.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
He'll pull it on the read. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got room at the 35. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the middle. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Couldn't make the play on first down. They'll try it again, 2nd and 10 from the 27. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They'll try the right side. he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation.
Give him 6. Touchdown, Michigan.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go with a direct snap. Bulls his way forward. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
You know, you start day one training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Scanning the field, it's Francis. He's going to fire deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
They'll give it to the back. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. The Jayhawks want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man quickly. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. He'll try it on the ground. And the Jayhawks are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
A lot of times when you're in your own territory and it's 4th and 1, you see the offense try to draw people off sides. No, sir. They said, we're going to get this thing. We need 1 yard. We got 1 yard. We worked on it all week. They were successful. Nice aggressiveness early in their own territory.
The Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Connection to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so hard for these DBs to try to match up with this guy one-on-one in the back end. He's just too big, and he's just able to run the corner out-muscle everybody for the football, and haul in the catch.
And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
The end of the first quarter with the score: Michigan 7, Kansas 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll try the run. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Leaves it with the running back. At the 20, he's got space. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge...
And into the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Now on first and goal as they... Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense. Being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Grace. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last round.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker. You can tell. Locked in on the quarterback. Chases him down. Gets to him. Not only gets to him, doesn't let him break a tackle. Gets him on the ground.
And they fail to hook up on third down.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They're looking for an advantage to the right.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's looking to throw it. They're working that left side. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The Jayhawks want to crank the tempo.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Caught near the sideline, it's Payne. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
They go to the ground. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
And the Jayhawks will try to punch it in on first and goal. Direct snap. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Fourth down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
It's fourth down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Georgia State looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Panthers. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Impressive, to say the least. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
This time it's complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Jayhawks are in the hurry up. Back to pass, it's Francis. Working that left side now. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to go up top on first down. That pass is incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and the receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. It's complete to the left. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The quick out. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down. Up-tempo for the offense. Comes out throwing on first down. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finally running back out of the backfield. He catches it, does the rest, walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Looking to move it through the air. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got him, and nobody's close. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
He's going to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. At the 35, he's open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They're getting this guy lathered up. Runs through a tackle. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
17, Michigan, 7.
The Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Kansas offense returns to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It is positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
The Jayhawks are rolling down the field. They'll run it from the gun. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Handoff to the lone back. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
And the Jayhawks getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. To the air, it's Francis. Getting some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Snap it to the back. Now well within striking distances, that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Got him downfield. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Reeled it in and just made the house call. No step back. back in week 3, they have been sharp as they extend the lead. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I'll tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread. Forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches. So you really can't do a little bit of everything in offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
The Jayhawks have taken it inside the 20. They'll go with a direct snap. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Powers through the defender. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense getting set for first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw, it's Francis. Makes his connection. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Absolute shame. Missed it. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead, but still a 17-point cushion.
24, Michigan, 7.
First down here for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pulls it in. It's Perkins. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
That's a first down for the offense. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Kansas 24, Michigan 7.
Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Quick strike complete. Powers through. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Gets rid of it. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Off the play fake on first down. Going to try to get it himself. He's got it. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Perkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to the air one more time. Throws to the tight end. On target to the left. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll leave it with the lone back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Tall hill to climb here. 3rd and 10 from inside your own 5. Just don't turn that thing over. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
Makes a move. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll throw it on first down. They're trying to get to it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
He makes a catch. And the Wolverines want to move quickly.
Gain of 25 on the play.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Fires left. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop him.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Using his legs to buy some time. Makes the grab. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolverines.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Minnesota is ahead right now in Minneapolis, but that's not exactly Bronco Nagurski out there controlling the game. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 13 over Alabama. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. Fires to the big fella. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Got enough space. Touchdown, Kansas. And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And, you know, late in the games, offense offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
Fires to the wideout. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. First down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Francis. It's complete. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The Jayhawks will hustle to the line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They'll throw it on first down. Scrambling away. Fires downfield. Touchdown, Rock Chalk! And the pummeling has started. That leads a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
And this defense has put her game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film.
And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner. And what side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another...